All right. Pause the music. Turn off the loop. Here we are. We're live, my friends. Wow. Thursday night football. What a way to start the season. I'm very excited at this point. If you're not, then, my friends, I don't know what to tell you. That was a lot of fun. Literally, you get the purists who enjoy the second half where there's no offense. And in the first half, you get everybody else who isn't, 70 years old loving an absolute shootout. So it was a great first night of football. And today, we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. What's up, EA Jack? What's up, Ryan? Last night, the betting models, 10,000 simulations model. Many imitate it. Nobody duplicates it. We're in year 5 of the model. Actually, year 6 of the model. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. 6 years. 6 years, my friend. 6 years. And that bad boy fully swept the first game. Of course it did, because we start off with a W. I posted that inside Discord. This is what it looked like on DraftKings plus 525. So other people get it for plus 550 on like Bet365 and Novig. Novig's amazing. And then, I was like, well, okay, I got this 50% boost. Let me bang that out. Bang. Got that one for plus 662. It's the same exact play. I'm telling you right now, the model is an absolute lock and load, my friends. Years and years and years of fine-tuning. The model has made it an absolute W. Hopefully, the OGs remembered, and hopefully, if you're a newbie, you trusted it. You trusted it, and you can't see what I'm showing you. I just realized I had the wrong screen. Yesterday's betting model. This is the mobile view. Very clean, very simple. Okay, the number 1 bet ranking for money lines was Philly. The number 2 bet ranking for totals was the under 47.5. This was 10th. This was kind of low for the spread, but we still had Dallas covering plus 7.5. And what do you know? Cash with ease. There it is. This is what I thought I was showing you. But of course, wrong camera. Plus 662 using a 50% boost. Literally just copying the model, and a plus 525 on DraftKings. Phenomenal start to the season. And let's get to it. Raise your hand if you're ready to bang out another parlay winner for tonight. We're going to spend most of the show bouncing around on FanDuel and DraftKings. We're going to talk about the betting model tonight. We're going to talk about some of the player projections, the top bet grade. Essentially, this is, the higher the grade, the higher the confidence in the result that we have. So we simulate every game 10,000 times. And essentially, this is saying the best bet from this game. Our model has the highest confidence in the under 41.5 for Marquise Brown receiving yards. Now, if you noticed yesterday, our model on the top 10 plays was literally had closing line value on 9 of the 10. It was kind of wild to see the model that dialed in. Overall, the model for player projections went 6-4 yesterday. Hooked on a couple plays, narrowly missed, I think, honestly, the Lightning 64-minute delay for players, 10, 15 minutes after coming out of halftime. It just screwed up the game. I mean, clearly, there were no punts before the Lightning. Then there were like 4, and then I don't think anybody scored to close out the game. So anyways, we're going to look at the player projections and the betting model itself. Let's talk about that right here, right now. Let me put my little ugly mug down here. Hey, I'm down here in the corner. Oh, look at me over here. I'm down here. No, you can't see the model. Hold on. How's that? That's better, I guess. Whatever. Well, model says, and this one's an uncomfortable one. It's never nice going against the defending Super Bowl losers. But that's what the model has. I will also say we did cover the Cowboys spread heading into Philadelphia on Thursday night, and they were playing against the Super Bowl champs. So anyways, +3 for the Chargers, number 1 bet spread for the week, highest confidence rating in the +3. Money line, though, very kind of, I wouldn't say very low. It's kind of middle of the road. I mean, there's 16 projected winners this week, right? And they're 8th. Whatever. And then for the under 45.5, again, not a terribly high confidence in this one. This is a bet ranking of a 10. So you got to make your choice. Now, yesterday was easy, right? I mean, let me show you. Yesterday with DAL, you're going to see, the number 1 play, the number 2 play, and then the number 10 play for the spread. But it was easy because we could go Philly money line under 47.5 and also take the Cowboy spread. You can't do that tonight because the model has the Chargers winning outright in this game in Brazil. Like, it ain't a under 45.5 KC money line Chargers cover, which, by the way, if you parlay, that's actually filthy. I mean, listen, boom, boom, boom. What is that? I mean, my gosh, it's a plus 1,100. Listen, the model says take the Chargers outright and has a pretty high confidence, which I was shocked to see. But if you were like, I can't bet against KC, I just can't. Well, okay. If you put this together and you're like, okay, I think the game could be, 23-20, very close to last night's score. Or I guess we'd have to have, maybe we take the alt line of 3.5. Hold on. Let me think through that. Chargers plus 3.5 is what I'm looking for. It just clicked in my mind. We're basically betting a plus 1,000. What's up, Patrick? I hope you cashed out the plus 525 parlay from last night's betting model, my friend. Good to see your face. I appreciate you being here. But the model loves it tonight. This is the KC. So plus 3. If we plug that in, again, like I'm trying to do the total model where I'm going under money line and spread, but the model likes the Chargers money line. We can't do what we did last night for Dallas and Philly. But I tell you right now, if you do disagree and you want to run this out with the Chiefs, that's a plus 995. That is not a bad way of doing business. If you want to just blindly follow the model, I think you're going to have to decide, do you want to take the Chargers spread at 3.5 or 3, I guess, or do you just want to take the Chargers outright? It's totally up to you. I mean, it is what it is. You can do what you'd like here. I think a lot of people are going to do what my first example was, something like this, or maybe they'll tease it to 6.5, 3.5, 7.5, clear the touchdown barrier. That's up to you. It's up to each individual. I kind of like the idea of the plus 3.5 and getting that, plus 995. I think that's a fun way of betting. I do. I think that's going to be a fun way of betting on this game. Of course, we're going to talk about some player props today as well. I just want to give you a little news and notes. The MySpartyEdge.com is adding college football player cards today. So you're going to be able to look up, tonight's game. I don't even know who plays tonight. Was it Michigan, Oklahoma, something like that? I can't remember the big games. It's NFL season. But if you're still betting on college football, you will now be able to see player cards. So those interactive graphs we have for NFL and MLB and NBA, you'll have those for college football. There's going to be a nice edge there, my friends. And because we have all this data now, next year we're probably looking to doing a college football model. Hopefully you are enjoying the player model. We added another market last night, rushing and receiving. There it is. Let me show you. I like my camera down here. It is rushing and receiving. We've added more and more. I was like, okay, let's listen. We got rushing, we got receiving yards. Let's do the combo market now. So you guys can filter by sports. You can filter by teams and players and positions. Anytime you want to just do a quick filter and you don't want to mess around up here, you literally can just type in like LAC, and then everybody involved in the LAC game will pop up. You see what I'm saying? Super simple. What's up, X15? Saw your TikTok, buddy. You did a great job for your first one, man. Did a great job. I love having anybody out there pushing our product and repping the brand the way you do. You do a great job, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh, man. I didn't even listen. I get in the zone, right? I get in the zone and I just start yapping. And here we are, 10 minutes into the show, and we got 300 people watching across the internet right now. And I haven't even said hello. I am the worst. I do appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much for watching today's show. We're going to make so many parlays and picks and bets today. I promise you that. I really just wanted to take a moment to give, it was basically like a little house cleaning, right? To start the show and be like, hey, huge success last night. I want you to be on board with us. And, that's part of the business there. It's, I got to be able to pay for the, the massive bill I am racking up for the site and the betting models. And if you want to support and if you want to win with us, that link is boop right there. I just dropped it in chat. You can grab that. It's my OS Tails link. Also on X. If you're watching on X, it is in my profile. All right, let's get back to work. And we're going to go directly over to FanDuel. I think we should start here. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go into lazy mode right now. Oh, yes. Thank you, T-Sox. The other thing I have forgotten, once again, I am the worst. I need people to hit the like button for me. That's it right now. If you are watching, like the video. All right. I have gone with a strong slouch position now because it's time for me to cook. And you know, this is what happens, man. I kick back, I get dialed in. I don't pay attention to chat and everything as much as I should. I start slouching or getting in like nerd position, you know, like the gamer position where they lean forward because they're all focused. So let me know. Let me know if things get a little weird on the camera. I'll slide it down a little bit. I know you guys all like to see a nice strong neckline. You know what I mean? All right. What's up, James? Hi from London. Let's go, my man. Having his midday tea while I'm drinking my morning coffee. Two kindred spirits ready to bet on some NFL. I love it. Appreciate you tapping in internationally, my friend. If memory serves me correctly, these international games tend to go low and have been duds. There was one stretch for the London games where the games were like all under. There was like an 8-game stretch. But yeah, this is the 47th game. I actually don't recall covering any trends for that, but that's probably a viable thing to look into. I like that idea, my friend. But yeah, I mean, listen, that kind of plays into taking the Chargers tonight and taking the under. I think that's an interesting place to start from. Matter of fact, let's leave that there and build a quick little parlay with this. Now, let's get to my game notes because we're actually going to use some of these here. The field conditions below at this game, I don't remember, man. Yo, what up, Evan? Appreciate it. So I'm here 7 days a week. Seven days a week. I do 3 live shows per week, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. So primetime Monday, primetime Thursday, and then Sunday you get a marquee 2-hour show. 9 a.m. Eastern is when it begins for the NFL Sunday slate. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, also on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I do 5 long-form videos and 5 short videos. So whether you watch for a quick 40-second video on mobile or you're looking for a 15-minute analysis and breakdown and a bunch of bets and stuff, go to my feed. I literally posted probably the one video is over 50 bets. I mean, I covered all 16 games in a 30-minute video. So, and then I have 30-second clips too, where you can watch those on shorts. I literally do everything on YouTube, and hopefully you subscribed and you're here to check it out and win some money with me. All right. But I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, Evan, and hit that sub and while you're here. So here were the news and notes that I posted for this game. This was made, I don't know, 24 hours ago. So anything here, this is probably changed. I wouldn't think that this stuff would be so stagnant, but who knows? The Chargers were 3.5-point dogs, minus 123. This is all via Novig. I like that. The betting model likes that a lot too. Under 46.5. I like that. The betting model loved that. And then Casey is favored. However, there's value here in this line, says the betting model. 10,000 simulations later. This is the DVP section. Essentially, I like using DVP for NFL, but not early season. I'll be honest. This, my friends, this is, I want to call it fluff, because it does hold merit, but it's not an answer sheet. It's more like a compass. Okay, so basically you could look at this and be like, whoa, good luck to the Chargers running backs. Chiefs allowed the 3rd least yards last year, 8th least rushing touchdowns, 5th least running back receptions, least receiving yards to running backs, and the least running back receiving touchdowns. Literally, running backs were almost worthless against the Chiefs. So what does that tell you about Amarian Hampton or Najee Harris? Well, a little bit. Tells you they're potentially in a really tough matchup. It does not say anything about their betting lines. It does not say anything about anything else, really. That's literally just, it's telling you about past performances, but it's not, past production, but it's not indicative of future performances. It's just, hey, past production wise, here's the data. Okay. So don't get those two things twisted. News and notes here. Friday night game is in Brazil, 47th international game. We have, at the time of this sheet being made for my VIPs, which, by the way, I will not be sharing this publicly every week, but my primetime games, I make this news and notes sheet for Discord to make parlays with. And 47% of the tickets were on the Chargers to cover spread, but 71% of the money. All right. So the model is in line with the sharp money, or vice versa. The sharp money is in line with the model. And then 85% of the tickets and money, though, are backing the Chiefs. So, and same thing for the under. 85% or more of the money and the tickets were on the under. So, you know, if you just blindly run that out, you could go Chiefs money line under 46.5 and Chargers to cover at plus 3.5. And again, that was a plus 1,000. Let's put that in real quick. What are we doing here? Let's just put, I think that's the fun ride. I think what a lot of people are looking for tonight. I'll throw 0.1 units in on it. I mean, what do I have here? A no sweat and a $5 bonus bet. I mean, do better, FanDuel. Goodness. DraftKings over here usually caps me at $10. This week, look what they gave me. Like, why? Hold up. Alt spread. 3.5. Under money line. All right. Plus 1,100. Better odds. And then I'm getting these two things. A 100. I literally, I've been telling people for years in Discord, like, I am capped heavily on every boost, every discount. I just don't get them. Or when I get them, people will show me in Discord, you know, there's this 50, there's this 100, there's 25. Mine is like 5 on FanDuel and 10 on DraftKings for a good 2 years now. This is insane to me. I mean, like, I could be an absolute degenerate and just run this out right here. Like, that's kind of nuts to me. That is nuts. That is that. So I'm going to take a long, hard thought on what I want to do with this because it's kind of crazy to me. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it to the point where I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. Like, you'd think I'd be able to just rip it right away. Like, I think the free bet, the no sweat bet on this is actually probably my favorite way. I'll probably do a boost and use alt player lines and build that next. So let me circle back to this. I honestly got to figure out what I want to do. I'm not doing it live right now, and I'm not going to just jump to it and make a mistake. Let me think through this. All right, let's look at the player props. Thank you to the 400 of you that have watched so far. I know a lot of people tune in wanting player prop this, player prop that. But listen, you can make a lot of money betting on games. And it's a different vibe, you know? You ain't sitting there hoping for another catch from a player. It's like you could just kick back and be like, go team. So, well, I don't know. You do what you want. You do what you want. Anyways, those are my notes. The parlay pieces, by the way, show of hands, so I've been posting a lot of cheat sheets this year for VIPs, and that's the goal. I am going to inundate my members this year, my OS Tails members, with an insane amount of value. So you ain't getting just picks anymore. You're not getting just models. You're getting like research, and you're getting it in really clear and descriptive ways. So here was the parlay piece for Hurts last night. Jalen Hurts, 25 plus yards. CeeDee Lamb, 6 plus receptions. Cash. If you parlay the entire list, it was plus 10,700. I am not one of those people out there posting 10 plays at minus 800 each, a bunch of juice cutters. Stop doing that nonsense. It's so stupid. It's the worst way to bet on sports. I'm sorry, it just is. These 15-leg minus 1,000s to get like a plus 400 bet. Garbage. Listen, if you're putting 5 legs down, you better be at like at least a plus 300 or so. Speaking of, I believe if you take these 5, it was like a plus 380 or plus 440, something like that. So here are tonight's parlay pieces. Now, they're not the overall best for the week. These are for tonight's game. Keenan Allen, 25 plus receiving yards, cashed in 14 of the last 15. Justin Herbert, 1+ passing touchdown, and Patrick Mahomes, 1+ passing touchdown. Meanwhile, both quarterbacks did not throw a touchdown last night, shockingly. We ended up having 4 rushing touchdowns from the core. Well, 5. Saquon had 1. Jalen Hurts had 2. And then Javonte Williams had 2 for the Cowboys. And I'm taking 1+ for both quarterbacks. 14 of 17 for Ebel and 14 of 16 for Patty Mahomes. And then Travis Kelce, 4+ receptions. Listen, started off last year sluggish, looked out of shape. People called him out. And then he finished with 4+ catches in 12 of the last 13 games. Have you seen him this season? My man looks like he's getting ready to take the last name of Swift, and because he's getting ready for his wedding. Travis Swift looks svelte. My man's looking slim. So I got a good feeling about him tonight. Ladd McConkey, 5+ receptions, cashed in 10 of the last 11 games after he got starter snaps to close out the season. Yeah, we can talk touchdowns tonight. Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Some OGs having a nice combo here. Love it. Yeah, I hope so. I want a good one. I do. I would love last night's game to just happen again. 24-20, the under would hit, be close. Anyways, let's look at a few of those on the ticket itself and go from there. Why? Okay, hold on. Let's remove the games. And this is why I hate taking these. Let's see. Receptions. We'll go 5+ for Ladd. We'll go 4+ for Kelce. What are the odds even going to be here? This is garbage. And last one is Keenan Allen, 25+ receiving yards. So, like, this isn't even worth it to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you are needing 5 things to come to fruition, you better be getting your money's worth. Where's receiving yards? Keenan. Why isn't he popping up? He ain't even there. Maybe I got to go into the game. Like, maybe this is what I use the boost for. Oh, I don't even have Keenan. Let's check here. Let's remove. And let's do it here. Alt 1+. Receiving yards. Please be there. Keenan Allen. Yeah, I saw his name. That's weird. Why does DK not have him? Go 25+. We need alt receptions for Ladd. And here's the deal. I'll say this. This is a baseline. Plus 226. Like, that ain't it for me. I need to boost that. If I'm playing this, I'm boosting it. I would take this as like a baseline and go from there. Like Keenan Allen, 5+. Or excuse me, 30+ yards. You know? If you want it to be a better odds. Or Ladd McConkey, 6+ receptions. 5+ for Travis Kelce. Matter of fact, let me help you out a little bit. Let me get off the models here. We'll talk about the mod. By the way, Marquise Brown, top play on the board tonight, under 41.5 receiving yards. Let's go to shop the odds real quick. Actually, let me do what I've been doing, which I really enjoy. I'm going to shrink this a little bit. Okay. And I learned that I can actually go into the mobile web app view. So basically, you're about to see the view of what it looks like on cell phone. Okay, check this out. This is super simple. I used to use software for this. Now somebody was just like, fam, you made a mobile, like I invested a lot of money to make this a mobile web app. So now you can just do this. This is so cool. Watch this. So let's type in Ladd. And let's look at actually we can just scroll down here. This is what it looks like on mobile now. How cool is this? Like, if you're on your phone, this is the view. This is the view. It's super simple. So we look at Ladd McConkey. We're going to open up his player card. And let's look at let's see, receptions. Yeah, let's look at all thing receptions. So last season at 5+, there you go. So that's kind of how I ended up choosing like these parlay pieces. But you can also see, there's some wiggle room if you want to climb the ladder at 6+. Keenan Allen is an even better one to show. Like, let's look at Keenan Allen, because his yardage, you can get. What was I showing over here? FanDuel. Oh, now this is zoomed in. What the freak am I looking at here? All right, so Keenan Allen. Oh God, I'm going blind. Instead of 25+, let's put him at 30+. Now we're up to 256. Keenan Allen. So let's go 30+ for Keenan. And we'll just take a look at Keenan Allen's player card. All right, here's his receiving yards. And you can see, 25 last season, cashed in 14 of 15 games. At 30, he cashed in 11 of 15. Again, this is with Caleb Williams. Okay? Can he get you 30 tonight? If you think so, you just added 50 cents to your parlay. Travis Kelce. Let's take a look at my man. Travis Swift. All right. Pop open Kelce and receptions. All right. Last season, 5+ receptions. Actually cashed a fair amount. After the first 3 games of looking sluggish and out of shape, he cashed in 10 of the last 13 at 5+. Not bad. So maybe instead of Travis 4+, we add Travis 5+. Now we're up to a 328. So that's what I mean. I think, honestly, if you're using the parlay pieces from the notes, you're probably going to want to use that as like a baseline, not an outright parlay. Just isn't going to work. Now, if you're using my 10 best parlay pieces of the week, again, that is a plus 10,000. Okay? That is a much better way to bet on this. It just is. All right, let's get funky. Man, Travis Swift. Whew. Plus 170 to score a touchdown tonight on DraftKings. Touchdown parlay. It's time. I know a lot of people are waiting for it. Me too. Let's get a little kooky here. We are literally just going to try to make some fun stuff happen. That is what we did in yesterday's show. People loved it, and I'm here to do it again. We're just going to have some fun. Straight picks and stuff like that, they're in Discord. Those are for VIPs. Let's go crazy. My recommendation is to take Donut's alt plays for Pick'em and just do a pair to make 2 legs with the various promos and discounts. Oh, that's interesting. Listen, okay, I am a degenerate. Y'all want to see something? Look what I looked at. The first thing I looked at this morning was I need to go to game spread. Sorry. If I ever get clunky with this, it's because I'm not used to zoom of 200% on my browser for DraftKings and FanDuel. So if you're ever watching me like, what is he doing? I am literally like, my eyes are trying to figure out what I'm supposed to click because it's so zoomed in. Okay, so we've got the baseline here of plus 1,100. Okay, you can add a touchdown, and it goes to a plus 4,400. But look at what I looked at this morning. It's a plus 10,000. 2 touchdowns. Oh my, it was a plus 50,000. That's right. What's crazy to me, my friends, last night, if you took Philly, Dallas to cover, and the under on the total, it was a plus 525. If you added in 2+ touchdowns, I bet you for Jalen Hurts, I bet you the odds probably would have been like plus 15,000. But if you added them in for Javonte Williams, you're probably looking at odds like this. Like that would have hit last night. So when I put this in this morning, I was like, that ain't hitting. There's no way. And I was like, but wait a minute. If I click this X right now and it does hit, I'm going to be real upset. So I put $1 on it. I can't. I'm like, I'm putting it in. Because if it cashes, I will be so upset with myself for not playing that freaking thing. So stupid, though, right? Is that not like the biggest gambler's fallacy on earth? D-Gen's going to D-Gen. But listen, if the 2-touchdown game pops up again, my friends, well, there you go. now I feel better that I have put it on air. It's out there. It ain't on me now. It's there. You want to be an absolute degenerate tonight? There you go. I think that's a really interesting way to be a degenerate. Do what you want with that info. This 200% zoom is killing me. I got to go to 150%. I'm sorry. I literally can't see what I'm doing. D-Gen parlay with donuts. One of us. One of us. One of us. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe with the notifications on. I appreciate that, Jack. I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do we feel about this absolutely degenerate parlay that we've built? Should we rip another? Chat, you let me know. These live shows are literally for you. If you have questions, ideas, comments, fire them off. This show, this live show is always and will always forever be simply going live to be a value for you. Nothing else. I am not here to do anything different. I just want to feed my fam. Yes. And make it wear. Well, how about you wear the gold chain? Let's go. Now it's going to go over. Well, hey, what's that look like? Plus 12,000. Essentially, as soon as we put down, Chiefs are scoring 2 tutties, the odds just, they went crazy when you took the under. But if you're like, okay, well, if Pacheco scores 2, well, the over has a better shot of hitting. Well, I challenge you and say Hurts scored 2, Javonte scored 2, and the under 47.5 still hit last night. So there's always a chance. Always a chance. Man, you could leave the total out of it and bet $1 on this. Like, that's crazy. A plus 10,000? Who else can we put in there, though? Let's go right back to the touchdown scores. Again, this is 2 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy. How about just like an anytime? Like a simple anytime. Marion Hampton, plus 4,100. Isaiah Pacheco, plus 4,400. Travis Swift, plus 4,500. Lad McConkey, plus 4,300. So on and so forth. Keenan Allen, plus 65. There's a lot of routes you could go here, honestly. This one alone, I think, is probably my favorite. I understand. My model says take the Chargers money line. It's hard for me to bet against the Chiefs. It just is. How hungry are they going to be after losing the Super Bowl in the fashion that they lost it in? Like, don't you think they're going to come out just firing? I don't know, man. I think that's tough. This is going to be a tough one for the Chargers. I think Pacheco's got a lot to prove this year. And I think that he has the best chance of scoring tonight for the Chiefs. I truly think so. I think a guy like Keenan Allen's an interesting touchdown bet, too, for the Chargers. He had some serious chemistry with Herbert. 2023, his last year with the Chargers, he had over 100 catches. He averaged 95 yards receiving per game. Per game! And 7 touchdowns in that season. And I think it was an injury shortened season. Wrong screen. Here. Keenan Allen. Yeah, 13 games that year. He had 1,200 yards in 13 games. You know what happened here? Caleb Williams happened here. I understand that Keenan Allen has slowed down, but did he fall off a cliff? I don't know. I think that's just Caleb Williams and inefficient football by the quarterback. Do we come back to this with Herbert this year? No. No, we don't. Not with Ladd McConkey there. No shot. The target volume just won't be there. But if he gets another 110, 120 targets from Herbert, you know, a 75% catch rate, 70% catch rate, you're still looking at, you know, similar stat line, but better, you know, more efficient. You know, 85 catches, 900 something yards, 7-8 touchdowns. I think it's totally within reason for Keenan Allen. I think he's an interesting bet tonight. I think especially with the attention that Ladd McConkey is going to draw, I think he's an interesting play. I mean, if we're talking like props tonight, you're looking for some props to add into a parlay here. You know, I think you could look at, where is he? Xavier Worthy rushing yards. Wow, they make his milestone like that? Well, how do let me go over under. There we go. Xavier Worthy. Maybe start there. I think he's got a chance to rack up some carries. I mean, the Chiefs all offseason talked about, hey, we need to be more explosive. I mean, Patrick Mahomes literally just said that in an interview. I mean, I could see a first quarter stat line from Patrick Mahomes, you know, coming out and just ripping passes. 50 plus first quarter, passing yards first half. Like, what if he comes out and just explodes in the first half? I can't believe that I'm allowed to do first quarter passing yards and halftime passing yards. The correlation there is insane. Wow, what a loophole. What the heck? DraftKings falling asleep at the wheel here. That's absurd. Tell me they let me add the full game too. What are they doing? That's actually kind of nutty. Where's long completion? Can I not do long completion for a single game parlay on DraftKings? I don't think so. Let me try it on FanDuel. Got it. Passing props. First quarter passing yards. Patrick Mahomes, 50 plus. I can't do long completion for parlays. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. But I think Patrick Mahomes could come out firing. I like his long completion for this game. I think he throws a fair amount. Problem here, though, for the receiving props, I just don't feel good about volume for the Chiefs. Like, I can totally see Mahomes having himself a day, but like, I think these random guys can just rack up stats. What about on the other side? We run it back. I think it's just a little bit more projectable on the other sideline, like Ladd McConkey. Like, I don't mind this. I'm not huge on the player props for this game. I'm just not. Like, I want to bet the game, and I know a lot of people are like player props only 24/7. I just don't think that's the best way to do it. There's got to be a nice mix here. I am looking for receiving yards over under. Man, this is so clunky, dude. Come on, DK. Under 40.5. Again, this was, let's go to the projections, player projections. We'll type in LEC. And look, this is what it looks like on mobile, if you're wondering. Mitch, what's the projections look like on mobile? Look, it's got a little arrow here. If you don't know what to do, I don't know what to tell you. Arrow down under 41.5 receiving yards. How good is the bet? Well, it's got a grade of an 83. But is that good or bad? Well, it's higher than the next one. So a little power of deduction there. I mean, heck, can we just run out a let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like. A projections parlay? Highest bet, second highest bet. Herbert rushing yards. Is that a thing? I got to check this one because sometimes I skip them. Although last night I skipped Jahan Dotson over 7.5 receiving yards, and the dude had a 50-yard catch in the first half. Who am I looking up? Uh-oh. API just went down from Odd Chopper. That happened during for college football this morning too. I think OS has some API issues this morning. That's where we get our odds from. I wanted to see his player card. Does Herbert run? Chat, you guys are dead silent right now. Is it just because I'm answering everything you're thinking? Chat was yapping. What happened? Did I lose you? Was I not paying attention enough? By the way, we're up to 30 likes, 75 people on YouTube. And we have 500 on X. Do we have any retweets today? Let's check. 2 retweets, 13 likes. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I'm nervous. That's funny. QB rushing yards are great until the kneel downs. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Pickens messed up my ticket last night. 1 touchdown would have been 5,500. My man should have had at least one last night. That pass interference, I thought he could have got his left arm free, man. Y'all saw that, right? Dak hit him with a beautiful pass down the sideline. Dak had some great passes last night, by the way. CD drops. And I think Pickens tried to make a highlight one-handed catch on that PI down the right sideline. It was at like the 2-yard line. And he reached out with one hand to one-hand it off the PI. And I don't know. I ain't trying to hate on him. But I played enough football in my life and coached enough to know that his right arm was free. Or his left arm was free, and he just like left it behind him. He like dragged it behind him. I had just refreshed OS to see if their odds were back, and they are. So let's look at Herbert real quick. Does he run the football ever? Hit or miss. That's crazy. Is this just like a system play against the Chiefs? Rushing yards wise? Again, Jahan Dotson was on the model last night, second best play. Anyways, that's right there. Let's add it. This one's a stretch for me, though. I don't get it. But what do I know? Receiving props. Who's that? Conklin? Okay, not milestones. Like, this is what I mean. DraftKings. Can we add some like tabs or something? It makes me click the milestones first. I have to scroll past all of these things to get to the over-unders and pick a side. How many are you up to? 4? That's plus 1,100. Goodness. Marion Hampton. Actually, I think he's going to have a good season. Rushing yards. 50 plus 100. We got to scroll down to the bottom for the over-under. 47.5. Top 5 projections right there. Plus 2,200. Whatever. Listen, I've wasted money on worse plays. Ladd for a tutty. Herbert, 220. Pacheco, 70 plus. I'll just leave this here for a second. Let's put that one in and check it out, Scrag. So you want 220 yards from Herbert. Hey, Bert. I don't know where that came from. So 220 last season, cashed in 8 of 17 games. Ladd for an anytime. All right. Y'all ready? I'm going to clear this. Let's make another. By the way, very casual show this morning. You know, I was up till 1 something in the morning. 1:40 a.m., I think. I'm very tired. And then I get up 6 a.m. for kids. You know, I'm going on 4 hours of sleep and at 41 years old. I'm dragging a little bit. So it's a casual show. But if you're like donuts, I need picks, and more picks. Okay. I feel you. Well, then you need to be on my YouTube. What else you want me to tell you? I get it. Picks, and more picks. They're right here. There's so many of them. Covered every single game. 16 games. Thursday night is over. Thursday night parlays is over. Hey, there's a Friday night picks video. Hey, it's right here. Donuts. I need more picks. I don't have much time. All right, watch the Friday Night Football short video. Watch the simulation model short video. I like live shows. I don't know whose voice this is, but here we go. Here's today, yesterday. I'll be back on Sunday morning and Monday morning. The options are there, my friends. You need picks? Go watch a pick show. This is a casual, we hanging. We're being degenerates together. You know the difference? There's a huge difference in a pick show versus let's be degens together show. You know? Like we just trying to have fun right here. That's all this is. All right, let's build it. So my man said he likes Herbie for 220. Let's look at the odds. Tutty for Ladd McConkey. Milestone this one, 70 plus for Pacheco. Climbing the ladder. Plus 15 hundo. I like the game script, what you've built here. Essentially, Scrag said Pacheco ground and pound game from the Chiefs. Aerial assault from the Chargers. Need and Herbert to throw the ball. Ladd scores garbage time, something like that, whatever. Playing from behind, maybe. Plus 1,500. Like, that's not a bad way to make a parlay. This is my favorite way to make parlays. I don't like doing 5 different individual things coming to fruition like that. The projections parlay that I just built. I hate making parlays like that. That's not a good way to make parlays. That's needing 5 individual outcomes to come to fruition for you to make money. Build out some correlation. Or game scripts, you know, build some game scripts. Correlation here, you know, you would add like McConkey receiving yards, Pacheco rushing yards with a touchdown and Chiefs money line, you know, things like that. What else we got? Let's cook. Chat, cook it up. Do I have interceptions prop? Pass INT, I do. Oh my gosh. My man never throws picks. All right. Let's parlay this. Can I go under for interceptions? I have to scroll to the bottom. I think DraftKings does this on purpose. Can you parlay interceptions? Yeah. All right. What else? Herbert doesn't throw a pick. I bet the Chargers do keep it close. Let's go 7.5. Let's clear the touchdown barrier. All right. Plus 120. What else we like? Either player touchdowns eat. All right. Let's check a look. Let's take a look. Where is it, buddy? Can I not parlay those? Maybe I can't parlay them. Do they even have first team touchdowns? They don't even have first team touchdowns in the parlays. That kind of stinks. Appreciate the comment from X. You're the best. Oh, my bald head is cold. FanDuel. Oh, I got you. I mean, listen, I know everybody wants to build out like these freakish parlays, but ain't nothing wrong with a blue collared plus 120. You know, like there's nothing wrong with that. I know you want to go crazy with everything, but okay. Beastmore says Herbert for 1, Holmes for 1, Kelsey for 4+ receptions, Pacheco anytime, Ladd 3 receptions. What are the odds for that? Before I punch it in? I actually really like this idea. That is not bad. Like that is such a simple plus 120. Sometimes I think we just overthink this crap. You know who actually made me think like we just overthink stuff? Who was it? Your Betting Edge on Twitter. At Your Betting Edge. He tweeted at my Sparry Edge last night his favorite parlay. And all he did was take the projection model under 47.5, I think, for last night's total and Cowboys to cover. Or was it Eagles to win? Parlayed with Chargers to cover and the total under tonight. He just was like, these are the best plays from the model for each game. And it was like a plus 600 or something. And I'm like, and both sides were like plus 120, plus 150. It's like these super simple parlays. Who? Will. Who am I missing? Will? Disley. Such an obscure reference. Cliff gives you a minus 103 for that. Yeah. I mean, that's a nice little play right there. I mean, there's got to be some correlation there, right? You know, if mistake-free football, Chargers keep it within a tutty and a 2-point conversion. I mean, shoot. Could tease that at 10.5. Dude, I'm sorry for you fliffernutters out there. This plus 106. FanDuel, as soon as I show it on a live show, everything starts getting nuked. This has been happening for a while. Let me look at this one on FanDuel, see if it's any better. All right, so I got to go quarterback props, interception, Herbert, no. And then running the parlay, alternate spread. I can't even parlay that. That's actually crazy. Has Herbert always been this like mistake free? Wow, pretty much. My man takes care of the football. 7 picks in 2020. Oh, goodness. 7 picks in 2023. 3 touchdowns in 2024. Excuse me, 3 picks in 2024. And he was pretty good. I mean, a rookie year with only 10 picks is nuts. Wow. I mean, is this? That's a great parlay, right? I mean, hold on. What's his? I didn't even pay attention. What is the actual odds for just the interception? I mean, that is not terrible. Listen, I told y'all I wasn't going to do any like straight picks because they're boring for live shows. But I also want to make sure people walk away with some cash. Hard Rock minus 130. So it's not widely available. Or at least Odd Shopper's not showing all the odds here. Yeah, I like this bet. I'm gonna take a quick little photo. Actually think there's some value here in the straight pick as well as the parlay. And I don't want to forget it. I'm gonna put this off to the side. Dive in a little deeper off screen and then see if that ends up being an official. That's a really, I want to say great because I don't know yet. Hoodie Mitch is a different animal. Listen, I told everybody I'm on 4 hours of sleep today. I was up till it was 1:49 a.m. was the last time I saw on my cell phone. I was working. It's that time of the season. I work 18-hour days essentially for like a month or two, with NBA coming back in a month too. It's kind of nutty. And then, it ebbs and flows. The pendulum swings back. And MLB summers, like there were some days where I was working 3 hours. So, it evens out. I'm just tired. Herbert and Josh Allen wagon under picks last season. Yeah, Josh Allen under for interceptions was wild. Honestly, I don't want to say it's official, but I'm telling you right now, it's like 90% there. This is a really nice little lay. What else do we want to make? Do we want more like soft ones like this? Or are we looking for the big plays again? I'm here for you. So you tell me. You trying to go hard? Or you just looking for a little love in here? Some soft parlays. You want the long odds lottos? I totally get it. You just got to tell me, chat. I'm here for you. What are we building next? Before I forget, listen, I'm going to throw a quarter unit in here. I like it. That was a fun one. What's next? What am I building? You tell me. You guys are the boss of this show. I'm a minute into hour number 2. I got to move the screen up here. No, I didn't even know who you were talking about. The first time somebody said Will. What do you want? Anytime touchdown parlay? You want to go hard? All right. Pacheco in it. Hey, you don't got to twist my arm tonight for Keenan Allen. You already know I like Keenan Allen tonight. Try to keep it simple. I'm going to be real with you. I think people need to understand that these are like home run parlays. I was trying to think of a good comparison. Like if you are a home run parlay bettor, like if you've bet on home run parlays before, that's what touchdown parlays are. Okay? So whatever you would bet on a home run parlay is what you should be approaching these touchdown parlays with. Like they are long odds for a reason. I could see Kareem Hunt vulturing something tonight too. I'll be honest. This is the old man touchdowns right here. The old man touchdown parlay. The vulture lay. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. What's it on DK? Wow. Dude, DK DraftKings came to play. I think it's a Raleigh, I think it's a crapshoot. I think honestly, Kareem Hunt and that like veteran presence, they clearly liked him enough last year to give him important carries. Maybe he's the goal line guy. Maybe the between the 20s player is Pacheco this season, and Kareem Hunt gets some high equity touches in the red zone. A plus 1,800 on DraftKings compared to a plus 1,100 on FanDuel. Again, this is touchdown parlays is the equivalent of home run parlays for MLB. So, don't expect wild success on these. But if you like scratching the itch, this is crazy odds. Let me look at something real quick, yo. This could be interesting. Give me a second. Let me see if they're ready to show this off. One moment. I'm looking for the link. Let's look at the touchdown market. Zoom out here. Oh, I didn't think I had the right screen on. Never mind. I was looking at something off camera. My bad. Dang, what is this? What book is this? Is this Caesar? First touchdown on FanDuel for Pacheco is a plus 800. DraftKings first touchdown is a plus 950. So whatever site that is that boosted, it's 50 cents better than DraftKings. Somebody posted that in Discord. My gut tells me Hunt. My mind says Pacheco. Ooh. Do we? I don't know. Do I have player protections for touchdowns? Not total touchdowns. So never mind. I like the interception idea. Fam, I don't know about touchdowns tonight. I think it's really friggin' hard. About Lad McConkey and Kareem Hunt. Kind of keep it simple. Do they let me do correlation here? What? No, okay. That would have been interesting. This is kind of nuts to me. I've actually never seen this before on DraftKings where, and maybe I just don't do enough of these, but the touchdown, it's like the DraftKings Sportsbook. As soon as it sees a touchdown play is involved in a single game parlay, and then you add an under, they give you insane odds. It's like their system just believes that as soon as a single touchdown is added. Wow, FanDuel's the same. I mean, the math must be behind it. I just have not done that. I've never done touchdown parlays and then grabbing the under on the totals. But is this a thing? Like, can we make it a thing? I mean, there's going to be people who score touchdowns every game. right? And the touchdowns, it doesn't mean the over is automatically in a better spot of hitting. It's one freaking score. Makes me want to look at no, this is not for tonight, but now okay, my wheels are just turning. Like EA Jack said, hoodie donuts. Hoodie donuts. Like what if we went with something like this, right? So Chase Brown, anytime. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I think the weather or the wind or something is supposed to be bad here. You're taking a juiced touchdown. I mean, you could have done this for Jalen Hurts and Saquon last night. Take one of those guys, take the under. The under hits. They score. You're looking at almost a plus 300. I mean, this is, I don't know. I've never done this before, and it's just clicking right now. Who are some other high equity touchdown guys? What if this is a sloppy game with Michael Penix in there? Mike Evans to score, 14 touchdown man last year, and the under hits a plus 435. Okay, might just end the show real quick here. I almost don't want this to be. You see a lot of stuff I talk about on my shows ends up being some stuff you see bigger accounts doing right after. It's been like that for a couple years now. It's almost like no, it's not the same as a ladder. It's not like, I like them for one, no, I like them for two. But this is interesting to me. And maybe maybe I'm just totally off base here. Honestly, I might be thinking I'm like holding gold, but it's fool's gold, Okay. Yeah, this is nuts to me. I don't know why I've never thought of this before. What's up, Chitty? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I've never thought of this before. And I think there's a chance here that I'm running on 4 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm cooking, but I'm Russell Wilson holding up what's he hold up in that one GIF, that meme, a hot dog or something? I could be sitting here thinking I am just absolutely cooking, but this is just a hot slop of garbage. My developers texting me about college football player cards. Ooh. Let me see if I can show you. All right. Sorry, guys. I was chatting with. I am, this is supposed to be a 40-minute show or so, and I am an hour and 15 minutes in. So now I'm seeing work pile up. Like my developers hitting me up. So I actually think that I'm going to dip on this. What we got on the board so far? I mean, we covered, I don't know, 8 to 10 parlays today, some straight picks, some boring stuff, some fun stuff, some degenerate things. Chat was quiet today. I will say that. We've had 900 people across the internet, and I think we've had 50 comments. I mean, yesterday there might have been 300 comments. It makes it easy for me to build you guys some parlays and stuff like that. So come with the fire Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern. Should be a 2-hour show. We'll be doing all the optimizer stuff for Prize Picks and Underdog, No Vig. We'll be doing picks and parlays and touchdown lays, and we'll do lattos. I mean, we're going to go crazy, my friends. So tune in, 9 a.m. Eastern, Sunday morning. You do not want to miss out. Honestly, turn the cell phone alarm on, my friends. Turn it on. If you need extra picks, VIP things, listen, you're getting best bets inside my Discord. No more, no less. I am not somebody who's going to give you 20 parlays and 10 picks, and then if you miss them or something, I blame it on you guys. And I'm like, well, you got to get all the bets in. It's the only way the system works. No. I have one best bet for tonight. I have one parlay for tonight. You can one-click bet them from the OS app. I just dropped that link right there. I very much try to make this as simple as possible. And I love y'all. Appreciate you. If you need more public picks and research on my YouTube feed, you'll see a lot of goodies there. It's like 4 or 5 videos live for this week already. A couple more coming tomorrow. And then Sunday morning, I'll see you for the live show. Thanks for hanging with me today. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Let's get paid.